All right, Shalom. I'd like to start up by saying, Ka Halayim La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem Harikak Wadash Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone of my elder Heroin as well. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth to sincerity and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Kanak Sa'anba Yasharala from the Lions Den of Yasharala camp. And this is going to be another Lions Den news and prophecy. And this article is titled, it says, China plays hardball with the United States in nuclear arms talks, right? All right, so now we know it's been a heavy nuclear arms race between China, Russia, and the United States. And they're the three top holders or stockpilers of nuclear weapons. Number one being Russia, number two being United States, and number three being China, even though China's ramping up their nuclear arsenal pretty quickly. And it speaks about that in this article right here. All right. And it says, China, Lord willing, this lesson edify and serve his purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai. It says, Chinese officials were less than forthcoming on Monday when they sat with American counterparts for their first nuclear arms control talks since the Obama administration, a U.S. official said. The Chinese delegation did not respond substantially, the unarmed official told Reuters after a consultation between Mallory Stewart, the Assistant Secretary of State for Arms Control, and her Beijing counterpart, Sun Xiaobo, whatever. It says Chinese nuclear arsenal is rapidly expanding according to the running assessments by the Pentagon. The United States is concerned about Beijing's intentions as military tensions rise in the Taiwan Strait, as well as the contested South Sea. Observers also worry that China's leaders may draw the wrong conclusion about the Kremlin's nuclear saber rattling in Ukraine. All right, anything that's not going to according to the agenda of the West is going to be drawing the wrong conclusion by any party. So everybody understands, who's in the know, understands and knows exactly why everything is going on between Russia and Ukraine, because it's really Russia and the West, and that's just kind of like sort of a hands-on / proxy war, that Russia is pushing against the West, because the West was NATO and the United States were forcefully surrounding Russia with NATO member countries. All right. It says it says arms control dialogue is a mechanism through which the world's nuclear powers hope to reduce the risk of nuclear escalation. But that's inevitable, that nuclear escalation is being brought forth by Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai. It says, for America and China in particular, it is also one of the rare areas where bilateral talks have resumed ahead of Chinese leader Xi Jinping with widely expected U.S. visit next week. See how that goes. It says, the United States highlighted the need to promote stability, help avert and concentrated arms race. It says, I can't see that. It says, and manage competition so that it does not veer into conflict. The United States State Department said publicly about the November 6th exchange. Behind the scenes, however, Beijing's tendency to play its cards close to its chest appear to frustrate Washington. Right, because I mean, America wants to see everything that's going on. They want to have their hands. It's all a form of control that they want to have. You know, it says. I wouldn't say we learned anything new from them, or that they delved into a great amount of detail regarding their nuclear force, the United States official told Reuters. China's foreign ministry on Wednesday described the discussion as an in-depth, candid, and constructive exchange of views, and now boilerplate phase deployed for most types of security-related dialogues. But it doesn't matter how much they try to talk security or de-escalation. It's all being brought forth by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says, China elaborated on its position and policies on arms control and non-proliferation issues, emphasizing that China and the United States should carry out dialogue and cooperation based on mutual respect. Wang Wenbing, a ministry spokesperson, said at a regular press conference in Beijing. The United States Defense Department latest assessment on Chinese hard power, commonly known as the Chinese Military Power Report, said Beijing now had over 500 nuclear-capable warheads. China was likely to develop up to 1,000 operational nuclear warheads by 2030, it said. But it's going to be, this thing is going to be, maybe even over by then. China says it's modernizing its nuclear weapons forces for defense purposes. Beijing maintains its arsenal remains at a minimum level required by national security, according to its foreign ministry. And who is that? I mean, if you see the difference between the stockpile that Russia has and the stockpile that the United States has in military and warheads, what is the cap? And if they're saying they're staying below cap, I mean, why is it that the United States is allowed to have so many nuclear weapons? All right, it says arms control talks, despite Beijing's expanding capabilities, was important to reduce its existing level of risk. Former senior U.S. official Michelle Florini said in a panel discussion in Taipei on Wednesday. But I do think increasing dialogue, whether restarting military-to-military dialogue or dialogues on arms control, that's very important, said Florini, who was the Pentagon's policy chief during the Obama administration. It says, we need to find ways to reduce the level of tension and to reduce the level of risk and to create space for cooperation where it is in our mutual interest, she said. This year's Taipei Security Dialogue, organization by Taiwan's top military think tank, the Institute of National Defense and Security Research. All right, I'm not going to read this whole article, but you pretty much get the point. They're trying to, even though the United States, they're making it seem like they're talking about peace, you know. But let me get a couple scriptures on that real. All right, this is Psalms 58:3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Right? So America they're taking a diplomatic approach to world peace by maintaining by dictating who can carry what as far as protection, dealing with nuclear weapons. And for Russia and the United States to be the biggest stockpiler of nuclear warheads, that's a clear indicator. Is like, oh, they're saying I keep you at peace because I got a one-up on you, or I know there'll be catastrophic damage between both of us. So, and with the amount of nuclear force between these top three countries, it's enough to wipe out the whole earth. But all that main focus is going to be on America, though. So Yahweh Shem Shai, it's the one mustering up the host of the battle. So it doesn't matter how much they try to negotiate and talk peace, dealing with nuclear weapons. We all know that it's America speaking lies, and it's been spoken of by Yahweh Shem Shai as far as, America saying that they're coming in peace, but really war is in their heart. So that's why Scripture said, "Never trust thy enemy." And America is set up to be an enemy to the whole world. Mainly to Yahweh Shem Shai. And America has a swift judgment on the United States. And China is going to be one of the ones that are going to inflict harm on this place, man. All right? Because it doesn't matter how much peace negotiations they have. It's not going to be peace. There's no peace for the wicked. And there's no peace when there's wickedness on earth. All right, let me get Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. It says, verse 8, it says, "Remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be not as the he goats before the flocks. For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of nations from the north country." Right. And that's going to be Russia, with a band. And China is going to also be one of the nations that's going to rise up against Babylon. Because the Lord says He's going to all ye that bend the bow shoot at her. So everybody that has nuclear weapons, right, are going to shoot them off at America. So there's no negotiation, no talks, no treaties, nothing that can be done to say what's coming to Babylon. It says, "For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. They shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain." They're all going to hit their mark. It says, "In the land, and Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied with, saith the Lord." All right? And so, and this is spoken of by Yahweh Shem Shai of what's to come to Babylon, which is America. So it's the Spirit of the Lord that's being poured out, right? That's brewing that fire in these other nations and rising them up against Babylon, man. It said, "A fire shall be off sent." And who may it be that can quench it? There's nobody gonna be able to quench this fire. Ultimately, that would mean you can stop the one who's bringing it, and we all know that's not happening. So everybody's gonna have an arms race, and they're gonna say that they're increasing their nuclear weapon technology, all for world peace and for protection. But if nobody had nuclear weapons, who would need protection? You know? So the Lord Yahweh Shema Sarah has a judgment against America. And that judgment is going to be all about these nuclear missiles. 200 million of them that's going to hit and destroy this place. And China will be one of the ones shooting them off. Lord willing, this lesson to edify and to serve His purpose with that, like Sekah Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harikak Wadash Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, and my elder Heroin as well. Salutations to the occupant that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.